Hi guys, welcome to Sons of Cain. On this week we're going to look at the yoi position.
So with many classical martial arts, especially karate, when we do a punch or a block, our hand that isn't doing the action goes to the yoi position. And I'll be looking at ways we can use this. As we said, when we're doing like classical martial arts, we have a yoi position, so when we're punching or blocking, the spare hand always goes into this position. And when I first started, I was always told this is the ready position, or I've elbowed somebody coming behind me. Now I've trained with a few different people, which I always recommend to do, and they gave me some ideas to say this is what it can be used for. So I've got Callum, and just as an example, all I'm going to do is work on his balance point using my yoi hand. So just to give you an idea, if I put my hand on Callum's shoulder, I'm going to use what we call the C grip. I'm just going to roll my hand down, pull the elbow. I'm going to follow the shoulder to the elbow, and where it's pointing, I'm going to pull. And that is a balance point. So what I'm actually doing is pulling my hand into the yoi position, but what I've done is broken his balance. In the same way, if he's got a grip on me, exactly the same, rather than pulling back, I'm going to roll that back into the yoi position. So all the time, once I've broken his balance, that's given me the advantage. So if he puts his hand on again, it's even easier with the cane. So I'm taking this point here and I'm pulling. With the other hand, this then comes into the technique. So if I've got this hand here, I'm just going to do a nice straightforward basic punch. So he's grabbed hold, I'm guarding up, I'm pulling, but rather than punching him, what I'm doing is pushing and pulling. And you can see just a short motion there, how much his balance has gone. I'm just going to get him to use this arm for me, just so you can see. We always talk about the oizuki, the lunge punch, which would mean I would be standing way back here in a nice deep stance. I'm going to step forward and give him a punch. And I've talked to people about this, and people who do security work and door staff, door managers, and I always say, has anybody ever attacked you like this? And surprisingly they say, yes, they do. And my next comment is, what do you do after you stop laughing? And they said, well, this is it. It's a huge distance, you know what's coming. I think it's it's close-in technique. I've got his hand, I've got hold of him on this balance point, so I'm going to step with my oizuki, I'm going to go around him, and rather than punching him, this technique I'm going to be driving through. I've broken his balance by pulling, I've stepped behind him, I've dropped my hips below him, I've got a basic throw or takedown. I can then start employing hip throws or shoulder throws, but I'm taking that balance off. This can be done with the cane. I don't necessarily have to use this hand, bring this hand into the yoi position. It's easier with the cane. Here, I would use my upper rising block and I'd be striking. I've got all these pressure points in this area. So around here, for those aficionados, you will know them, but this was something we'll be going into. So using the yoi hand, I'm breaking his balance, either by rolling it in, pulling him here. It works well either from nice and close, whatever he's doing, same technique. I've got his head, I'm doing exactly the same technique. I'm not going to do it very hard or fast for obvious reasons, but it's a neck takedown. So this hand, people ignore it. I see this so often, they're ignoring what this hand is doing. But think about that balance, think about tearing away, pushing away, getting this yin-yang motion going through. Employ it with your cane. You've got this crook, I can take it from the neck. The straight punch again, I can pull him onto that technique. If he's close, I can hacksaw, I can put him onto my elbows, I can put him onto strikes. So this yoi hand, think about what it's doing, how you can employ it. Ours twists as well slightly, so if I'm this way around, I put it back into yoi position. What I've done is put a wrist lock on and brought him down. I haven't employed this arm yet. I haven't employed my cane yet. Little things to think about when you're playing with your techniques. What's the other hand doing? Kev's in his chair. Now straight away, if he wants to break my balance, he has a slight advantage because I've already done it, because I have to lean in fairly close. I've got my hand on. You don't have to have a firm grip. Now, I get wrist problems sometimes, so if you use your own forearm, place that in. You're following the line of the shoulder to the elbow. He knows where it is, he's pulling, and he rolls it in to bring his hand into the yoi position. So bring it in, and you want your wrist to end up here by gallbladder 26. I have not got a lot of options from this position. A slight twist. If you just put your hand on my head and give me a slight twist. Right, I'm going to change my feet slightly so I don't hit your knee. Okay. So it rolls in, I'm well off. That was slow, but just that other hand enhancing it was enough to put me down. If that was done a bit faster with a bit more...
From a nurse's point of view, there's a little piece here called the buccalis. If you push it up, pull it down, move it to the side, it's uncomfortable. So what I'm doing is with my wrist, I'm just hitting that spot and bringing it through.
Yep.
So I'm coming from here and I'm just going to check. Again, just using no empty hand techniques, there's no fists here at all.
As you can see, there's no power in these techniques at the moment, but I am trying to resist. But that's a slight touch, because my balance is so bad, it's enough to pull me over. If he does it with the opposite hand, so exactly the same technique, now what I'm going to get him to do, rather than grip my hand, is just come over onto the elbow. He's going to scoop my elbow up. So he's going to bring his fingers down and up, and he's got a very nasty lock on there. But the important thing is, in a high pressure situation, your fine motor skills will go. It's very difficult to grip. So what we're concentrating on is using just the arm and the hand position rather than relying on a grip. For those of you who've been in a high pressure situation, you'll find that will go. I've done it myself. It's very difficult. So what we're looking at is using the arm and the shape of where the hand is going to control, rather than these grips, until your adrenaline drains down and you can actually focus these techniques more.
One thing we're looking at also is from a self-defense technique. If Chris has gone for the grab and I'm like, look, I don't want, I'm surrendering. Both hands are up. There is nothing in the way of a fist at all. So even if someone sees the later part of the technique, they don't see the initial grab, and they report it, well, he actually had both hands up, he had his open hands, and all he did was push away.
Yep. Just so you can see it from this side, all he's going to do is pull the elbow. So he's followed the line, he's got the elbow, and he's pulled. If he tries going from a different direction with that, I'm just going to sit here with a bemused expression on my face, but follow that line, follow the balance line, and pull. Because he's got his cane, he can employ two balance points. So from the yoi, he's going to grab my elbow, and then with his other hand, he can use the one in the hip with his opposite hand, so he's going to pull and push. If he uses that hand on the elbow, he can use the crook on the hip. He's doing the basic punch technique, one forward, one back, rolling and pushing. Here, I am in a very vulnerable position here, and just from here I can see if he slides, hooks, and he just does another punch straight through.
So in this position, I didn't go into full yoi because I know Chris's back is a little bit playing up today, so just being a bit gentle on him.
Again, pulls, pushes. So all we've done is looked at doing a basic karate standing punch. If I just take his cane off him for a moment, he does a double grab on me, so I'm coming in. Grip takes a grip. Now if he just does that punch, one forward, one back, does it again. He's going to, again, very gentle, and this is only a t-shirt, he's thrown my balance off. If he grabs the t-shirt, grabs my head, just this one position, But it's this yoi hand. People always concentrate on the lead hand, forgetting about what this yoi hand is doing.
Remember, the balance point's not just above the neck. If Chris is coming into me, I've got hips that I can...
No, I did not expect that.
You didn't expect that, right? That was on purpose. I wanted to see if it actually worked or not. But
Yeah.
again, it was just the balance points that I think we should make a video about balance points,
Yeah.
to be honest with you.
Just a quick, where the knee's pointing. He just pulls the knee straight away. Using your cane into the yoi position. He's not going to go all the way.
I'm just
He's
going
going
to
to pull.
push.
I'm falling onto his technique. I've done the work for him. So we will do a bit more in depth on this, but just think about this yoi hand when your lead hand is doing something as well. That is doing something.
Remember, guys, it's your ability. You will find different ways. We have a Wing Chun guy, Mark Bearsall,
Yep.
and he does Wing Chun without the use of a hand, I believe.
Yep.
So even if Chris has got the pull on me, I don't need to use this upper part. I can use my elbow against his elbow and still bring it into yoi position. And in fact, it's actually a little bit more powerful because I'm coming over and I'm bringing body weight in. I've now got two limbs to strike with. For anyone that's had a double punch, you'll understand how painful that can be.
Yeah.
So remember, what you've got, you adapt for you. Right guys, we hope you like this video. Again, as with everything we teach, practice, practice, practice. Start off slow and build up. Leave us a comment down below. Give us a thumbs up if you like it, a thumbs down if you don't. If you don't like it, please write a comment why and how we can improve our videos.
As always, please subscribe if you haven't done already. Feel free to share, ring the bell, free the fear.